Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Pais. You can call me Pais. I'm from University Dipa Makassar. Majoring Teknik Informatika from class G. So I will explain something about how computers work. And a general purpose computer has four main sections: the arithmetic and logic unit, the control unit, the memory. These parts are interconnected by buses, often made of groups of wires. Control unit. The control unit directs the various components of a computer. It reads and interprets interaction into program one by one. The control system decodes its interaction and turns it into a series of control signals that operate for other parts of the computer. Control system in advanced computers may change the order of some instructions so as to improve performance. A key component common to all CPU is the program counter, a special memory cell that keeps track of which location in memory the next instruction is to be read from. Diagram showing how a particular MIPS architecture interaction will be decoded by the control system. The control system function is as follows. Note that this is a simplified description, and some of these steps might be performed or in a different order depending on the type of CPU. Number 1. Read the code for the next instruction from the cell indicated by the program counter. Number 2. Decode the numerical code for the instruction into a set of commands or signals for each of the other system. 3. Increment the program counter so it points to the next instruction. Number 5. Number 4. Write whatever that the instruction requires from cache in memory, or perhaps from input device. The location of this required that is typically stored within the instruction code. And memory. A computer's memory can be as a list of caches into which numbers can be placed or read. Each cache has a numbered address and can store a single number. The computer can be instructed to put the number 1, 2, 3 into the cache number 1357 or to add the number that is in cache 1357 to the number that's in cache 2468 and put the answer into cache 15 and 195. The information stored in memory may represent practically anything. Letters, numbers, even computer instructions can be placed into memory with equal ease. Since the CPU does not differentiate between different types of information, it is up to the software to give significance to what the memory sees as nothing but a series of numbers. In almost all modern computers, each memory cell is set up to store binary numbers in groups of 8 bits. Each bit is able to represent 256 different numbers, from 0 to 255 or 128 to place 127. To store large numbers, several consequence bits may be used. When negative numbers are recurrent, they are usually not seen outside of specialized application or historical context. A computer can store any kind of information in memory as long as it can be somehow represented in numerical form. Modern computers have billions or even trillions of bytes of memory. The CPU contains a special set of memory called scaled registers that can be read and written to much more rapidly than the main memory area. There are typically between 2 and 100 registers depending on the type of CPU. Registers are used for the most frequently needed data items to avoid having to access main memory every time that is needed. Since that is constantly being worked on, reducing the need to access main memory greatly enhances the computer speed. Computer main memory comes into principal variants: random access memory or RAM and read-only memory or RAM. RAM can be read and written to any time that CPU commanded it, but ROM is preloaded with data and software that never change, so the CPU can only read from it. ROM is typically used to store at the computer's internal startup instruction. In general, the contents of RAM is erased when the power duty computer is turned off, while ROM retains its data indefinitely. In a PC, the ROM contains a specialist program called the BIOS that has loading the computer's operation system from the hard disk drive into RAM whenever the computer is turned on or reset. In embedded computers, which frequently do not have this drives, all of software recommended to perform